We are 1.3 billion now in 2022. If we have millions of people with cancer, how do we deal with this issue? Do our policy makers not realize the enormity of this? Because see, a lot of pollution related things can be handled. Like when I went to when our teams are going to Punjab every time covering this thing, you talk to any chief minister, your anybody who's handling health, agriculture, किसान से कौन कुछ बोलेगा? और अपने vehicles बंद करो. Stop the vehicular pollution. Why do you go to the farmer? You are anti-farmer. If you talk to the vehicle manufacturers, you're anti-industry. How do we deal with this crisis?
So my experience, I have had occasions to interact with all these segments of people, from decision makers, politicians, bureaucrats, journalists, school children, principals, civil society, police people, because we've been addressing everybody. We've even gone to parliamentarians. We had a meeting with parliamentarians. I gave them a picture of a normal pink lung and a lung of a non-smoker Delhiite, where there were a lot of black deposits, and they showed it in the parliament also. All that has happened. So these people are aware. When you say, they all agree, yes, something needs to be done. But the thing is that somehow that awareness is not converting into the immediate and massive actions which need to be taken. The urgency of situation somehow has not dawned on them.
What is the
solution? It's a medical emergency. If we don't set it right today, we are endangering the lives of our children. For me, it's a medical emergency. Everything else can stop. We need to go and fix this problem. That kind of an emergency or urgency and a desire to take instant action with instant results, that's not there. If we take actions which are likely to give their results in 15, 20 years' time, a whole generation would have suffered morbidity, mortality because of this problem.
Doc, so what is the solution? It can't be one solution, right? It's not mask peno. It's not, give you inoculation. It's not that.
No. So priorities have to be set right. First rule is that anyone who says that I'll let pollution happen and then take measures to clean the polluted air, he does not know even the basics or ABCD. So smog towers, whoever is proposing them, they've been put up with fanfare in the city of Delhi. They are a huge waste, colossal waste of public money.
Really?
No country in the world has solved its air pollution problem by putting smog towers.
So this is a farce.
Total farce. Colossal waste of precious public money. That's number one. Number two, it's a public problem. Air purifiers, masks, etc., are knee-jerk reactions, personal solutions to what is basically a public problem. We've done it with electricity. When electricity was not there, instead of fixing, we went for inverters and generators. That was the first time we sought a private solution to a public problem. Second time, we did it with water. When the supply was not good, we started carrying our private bottles. Unfortunately, there is an attempt to do the same with air also. People don't realize you can be without water for 5 days. You can be without electricity for n number of days. You can't be without air for more than 2 minutes. And you cannot carry your own air. I'm sitting in your studio. I'm breathing the air. Can I bring my air curtain from my house and say, oh, I'm safe with this air curtain? No. So the solution lies in cleaning the air across the country and not putting these wastage of smog towers, which are also share. So this is the first realization which has to come. Solution lies in addressing the sources. That's number one. Sources are many. So vehicles are a big source. Parali, unfortunately, is given a huge amount of attention. But I would like to clarify that it's something which happens a certain part of the year, contributes a certain quota during this part, and if you take totality of the picture, its contribution to a total is actually a much smaller segment than the attention that is given to it.
So
So
vehicular.
a lot of pollution is coming from vehicles. Huge amount of pollution is coming from coal-fired power plants.
Okay.
They are the biggest problem. They need to have devices fixed to reduce the emissions from them. And this was something which Ministry of Environment took it up on its own, suo moto, about 5 years back and fixed very rigid norms for all of them to implement in a certain time frame, which was a beautiful, welcome step. Unfortunately, since then, that deadline has been deferred 3 times and now stands deferred to 2025 for reasons which I need not spell out here.
Okay. Where are these located mostly?
Across the country.
Across the country. Right.
So, electric vehicles are a wonderful, welcome step. But mind you, electric vehicle needs electricity to charge it.
Right.
And if that electricity
Is from a coal plant.
from a coal plant, you are addressing the problem only half of it. So, we have to address it in totality. People have to understand it. People have to cooperate also. It's not that you can only blame the government. It is a problem caused by everybody, and it is a problem which will be solved by the participation of everybody.
But who will do it?
Making rules alone is not the answer. You know, Supreme Court passed the order about cracker burning 2 years back. I was also involved in that court. I used to go for the hearings and all. But people violated that. There were people who made videos and showed that, look, it's past 10 o'clock, I'm burning cracker, do what you can. What are you trying to prove? Supreme Court is not passing its order for its sake. It's passing order for everybody's sake.